It looks like Warner Brothers is aggressively making moves to utilize more of their DC IP, and that means finally greenlighting projects that have been in development for ages. Plans to make a Blue Beetle film has circulated the trades in the past, and now it's finally been confirmed that the character will be making his live-action debut on HBO Max. Xolo Maridueña is in negotiations to play the titular character in the streaming movie, making him the first Latino actor to headline a DC film. Maridueña is best known for playing Miguel Diaz in Cobra Kai, the spin-off sequel series to The Karate Kid. His character is the apprentice to William Zabka's Johnny Lawrence, who acts as the young fighter's father figure in the 80s inspired show. I know there are probably some people scratching their heads, wondering who is Blue Beetle, and others who are more familiar with the character from his animated appearances in Young Justice Season 2. There have been multiple incarnations of the Blue Beetle character in the comics and other media, but this movie will be focused on Jamie Reyes, the third person to assume the mantle. Reyes is a teenager from El Paso, Texas, who discovers an alien scarab which latches itself onto his spine. When activated, it can create an armored suit that has a number of functions. Jamie as Blue Beetle can utilize an energy cannon, sword, and shield, a grappling hook, a device that acts as a communication satellite, a set of long-powered blades that extend from his arm, and finally wings that allow the hero to fly but also double as a shield. So you see, he's a cool character who has been seeded into a number of DC properties throughout the years. We saw him make his first live-action appearance in the Smallville Season 10 episode, Booster, played by actor Jaren Brand Barlett. The episode was written by Jeff Johns, the prolific comic book writer known for his work on Green Lantern, Aquaman, Flash, and Superman. At one point he was aiming to get a Blue Beetle TV show off the ground, and even created test footage which was ultimately passed on by the studio/network. But more regularly, he has been in animated shows and a part of the Teen Titans, in shows like Young Justice and Batman Brave and the Bold, as well as a number of DC direct-to-home video movies. With the lead actor in sight, they have also hired Angel Manuel Soto to direct the film. Soto is best known for his recent feature-length movie, Charm City Kings. The coming-of-age drama was showcased at the Sundance Film Festival and is set to debut on HBO Max in a few months' time. It's the same streamer that he's been hired by to make Blue Beetle. The director is also tapped to work on a Transformers project that's currently in development. In an interview earlier this year, the director spoke about the upcoming project, citing that it will be inspired by a number of interesting properties that are perhaps not as well known to the general audience. We have Akira, the 1988 Japanese animated film centered around a leader of a biker gang who gains telekinetic powers in the wake of a motorbike accident. Ever since its release, the movie has been considered to be one of the greatest science fiction films ever made. Drive, the 2011 Ryan Gosling-led film where he plays an unnamed stunt driver who also doubles as a getaway driver in the violently gripping neo-noir movie. Pacific Rim, Guillermo del Toro's love letter to kaiju, giant monsters, and mecha, giant robots piloted by humans. This 2013 movie is the closest Hollywood has gotten to realizing anime tropes in live action, taking elements from all three of these films, whether it be tone, the action, or the way the story is presented, makes me excited to see if the director can pull it off successfully. They are all a solid selection of work that I personally appreciate for the unique nature of each and their entertainment value. So if you haven't seen any of the three films that I've mentioned, what are you waiting for? Go and watch them all! Next up we have our screenwriter who has already completed the Blue Beetle script. Garrett Dunette Alusa is a writer and director known for his work penning Miss Bala, the 2019 Michelle Rodriguez-led action thriller, and the 2014 short film Contrapello. But his biggest credit is his current work, rewriting the script for the Universal Pictures upcoming Scarface reboot. Both creatives seems like a promising team for this project, and with Xolo in the lead role, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this all comes together. It's great to see DC pushing for more diversity in their films, following the casting of Leslie Grace as Barbara Gordon/Batgirl, which was a tremendous shift for the character. Now we have a role that is meant to be for a Latino actor, and one that will go a long way in representing a group long overdue for some inclusion in the comic book movie genre. Not to discount Miles Morales, who is considered to be part of the Latino community because of his Puerto Rican roots from his mother's side of the family. But this isn't an animated venture. It's a live action film that will appeal to a larger audience, even with it being a streaming exclusive. There are two things that I'm looking forward to from this movie, and it's not the action heavy set pieces or the cool VFX. For me, it's the cultural aspect, which I'm sure they will take advantage of since it's a story about a Latino character. It could very well be the heart of the story or a significant part of our lead's personal life. Also the family aspect and just the relationships he shares with other characters. In the comics, Jamie Reyes comes from a nuclear family that is made up of his mother, father, and his little sister. There are very few superhero properties that have family and culture at its center. So it'd be great to have this somehow incorporate those two elements into the story. It would be different and unique to anything else that both Marvel and DC have put out in a while. So here's hoping they go that route. With Xolo Maridueña in the lead role, I can't wait to see what the actor will bring to his character. He has always been a likable talent from a young age, when he landed his first role as Victor Graham in Parenthood, the long-running NBC drama series. While the star is 20 years old, it's unknown if they will have him play a teenager, since Jamie Reyes is generally depicted as a 16-year-old, or age him up, closer to the actor's age. Regardless, Xolo has a youthful look, which is why he's a convincing teenager in Cobra Kai, where he plays a 16-year-old. The beard and hair really ages him up, but shave it off and you wouldn't know he's in his early 20s. In Cobra Kai, which is the best way to get a feel for his acting ability. Xolo as Miguel is the best character on the show after the main lead. Just the amount of heart and charm he brings to his role makes you invested in him from the first episode and throughout the show's run, even in his worst moments. But it's not just his acting, but the physicality he brings to the part. The actor is not incredibly ripped, but he has a good build, and with the training he's done to be a convincing martial artist, he can bring that to his new role. We know just about every actor in a lead comic book role has to be able to fight to some extent, and Xolo can more than hold his own. So I have no doubt in my mind that the star will be a wonderful Jamie Reyes / Blue Beetle. Currently, production is set to begin in early 2022, meaning that we could see the film land on the streamer anywhere between late 2022 and the following year, depending on how soon they wrap up on filming and editing. I'm stoked to see this one, as it's sure to be a unique addition to the expanding DCEU franchise, which is looking a lot more interesting with the recent slate of solo films announced in the past few weeks. It seems that Warner Brothers is taking some huge swings, and I hope that they pay off in the long run. So what are your thoughts on this Blue Beetle project? Are you interested, or do you need to see more from it to be eager for this film? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways folks, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment below. And hey, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea, and that's okay. Just remember to take care and stay safe.